These right here are the bodies of the scorched once they've gone completely through the entire plague. They are not alive, but if you break them, they will release a cloud of radiation, so you want to avoid contact with them if you can.
I got some.
Sounds like they're fighting robots.
No, I was taking out a squirrel. I got some squirrel bits. Tasty squirrel bits.
If you come across bags of fertilizer, you need fertilizer to obviously to plant crops. Aluminum cans can be recognized by their shininess as opposed to the rustiness of the regular tin cans, and aluminum is really of extreme value, so make sure you grab any aluminum cans. And adjustable wrenches have a gear as well as steel, so they're another thing that's worth grabbing.
Oh, would you tell them about how dangerous these still bodies of the scorched can be?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Extremely radioactive.
Oh, all right. We've got contact coming straight at me. Save me. Save me. Now this one's got a crown above his number. That means that he's going to have like all kinds of extra loot because he's the leader. Get him, Bunny.
Where he is.
Invisible.
I can't see him now.
He's on the other side of the horse trailer. All right, he's backing into the yard.
Oh, I found a garden gnome.
There you go.
I find them really hard to see. A little bit hard to see.
Yep. Because he had a crown above his name number, that means that he's going to have a lot more extra loot than they normally do.
Ow. Something shooting me.
Good shot.
Oh, good. There's a tinker's bench over here I can scrap.
What's that? One more.
There's a little shed over here too. It's got some stuff.
You got one hit moving in on you, Hawk?
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Not anymore. Shed.
Yeah, I was
Shed a sick.
getting that out of the way so that you can see. There was one coming from the other side of the shed.
She had just a sickle on her. Okay, I hear another one.
Yeah, I figure we'll just keep an eye out for anything nasty and they can loot to their heart's content.
Yeah.
They've got to build up raw materials to start doing stuff, so.
Oh, yeah. It takes a minute to get the hang of building, I will tell you that, but once you get it down, it's not too bad. It's still saying caution, so something's out here. I just don't see it.
Probably up the hill at the Quonset hut. Because whoever it was shot enough that they detonated the truck.
Now there's so many structures around here.
Yep. And like if there's a note sitting on a table, there's basically an instance of that note for everybody. So again, you can pick up the note and you don't have to worry that Bunny's not going to see it because Possum picked up the note, that kind of thing.
Alright.
I think there's something over in that hangar-looking building, Dula. It's like every now and then I think I see something come forward, turn around, run back.
Yeah, that's what they call a Quonset hut.
Come out here so I shoot you in the face. I don't feel bad about hitting the scorch so much because they pretty much are dead anyway. I mean, they're...
Yeah, we've got one on top of the barn.
Oh, is that where...
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, teddy bears are an awesome source for leather. Awesome source for leather.
Can you make a hat out of them?
Oh, a teddy bear hat.
Exactly.
There's some kind of a weapons bench or something over there too. If you need to scrap your stuff.
And then once we're done here and we roll out of here, then we'll be heading over to the overseer's camp. Get you guys rolling over there.
Tell you what, Dula. Find me a teddy bear hat. Fallout 4. Or 76 or whatever it is. Alright, I think I'm done.
Good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Caps are good. Also, when you're part of the team, if somebody completes a quest and they get caps, you get caps.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't share XP, but it does share caps. There's a crate right here. A lot of times you don't notice it because of the way it sits. So.
And be careful of the water. The water is radioactive. Yeah.
Alright, well the overseer's camp is right up over here. We do have company, so put your weapons away to show your good intent. Hold R will tuck your weapon away. You just have to right click to bring it back out again.
Put your weapon away.
I'm trying.
Who's coming around? I was hoping it was Graham. Graham's a super mutant, but he's okay.
Yeah.
He just wants to trade. He'll tell you, don't worry, don't run away, I won't eat you.
An accidental discharge of that can be very, very bad. Okay,
Yeah.
so you should now have the quest to go to Flatwood.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
It's this way, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Flatwood is this way. And alright, Hawk, we must stand down. They must defend themselves
Okay.
so they can get the experience points and play the game instead of us playing the game for them, or more actually me playing the game for them, because I'm the one who never shuts up. So
I've been trying to find them stuff to find what to look for.
There's some baddies down here.
I'm sure there are.
yeah, sometimes you'll get a bunch of ghouls that'll come rushing out of the.
Hey, who's
Oh.
shooting at me?
We have got scorched.
Oh, these people.
Ooh, these guys will have melee weapons. You may be able to get yourself a nice knife off of them.
Yeah, they're level 1, so I'm just gonna let you all take them out.
Oh, pitchfork.
Oh wow.
Knuckles. Yeah.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, so this little spot right here isn't always here. This is one of the places where you'll get a little random spawn. So it's worth coming and checking.
Yeah.
Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy. Who's a good dog? Who's a good puppy? He says, not me.
No, they're not very good puppies.
Yeah,
They do taste good, apparently.
Yes. Well, when I said who's a good puppy, I was talking about the taste, not about the behavior.
Mm.
But I figured they were not going to do enough damage to me to make it a big deal, so I'd just stand there and let them chew on me while you guys shot them.
Not at a level 48.
I wanted them to feel good about themselves, feel like they were doing well, you know. Die with a sense of satisfaction, you know. And that bizarre sound you may hear is a little froggy. He's a little glowing blue froggy. He is harmless, but he is kind of cool.
I haven't seen the frogs.
Ah, that's something.
That's a rat.
That's a rat stag.
No.
Yeah, as long as you stay back from them, they won't mess with you. Usually they're pretty shy and retiring. If that's why those dogs were here, is they were eating on this rat stag yearling. So there's some rat stag meat and hide usually available on the carcass.
I got it.
Okay. Ooh, fog's coming in.
Spooky.
Welcome to Flatwood. And they're pretty much just loot your way around and we'll work our way up to the church, but like I say, I'm trying to just take my time and stay out of the way so you guys can do what you'd normally do if you'd have started on your own and, you know,
Yeah.
make sure you're moving along the same basic path, you know. There's still one more.
Yep. He likes possum.
Trying to find my
He says, but what cousins? What cousins? No, stay here. Wait a minute. What cousins? I'm a mole rat. You're a possum. We're related here somehow. He says, I'm so lonely. And your name says possum. We will meet some possums here soon.
Yeah, they have 2 heads though.
They have 3 heads.
3 heads?
Yeah, there's a recipe for a picnic table right here on the ground in front of me.
Ooh. Got him. Oh, there, yeah, a possum. Oh my god. Oh, look. That's so cute. Oh, they're so cute. I think I shot him right through the eyeball. Like, right here.
Yep.
That's so cute.
Oh, Bunny, make sure you get that makeshift battery. There's acid in it, and you'll need that.
Ooh, okay, cool. Oh, pack of cigarettes there too.
Yep, that's the only thing I missed from Fallout 4 is I had a mod that lets me actually smoke in Fallout 4.
Really? That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, every time you smoke a cigarette, it saves the game. And there's a walking stick over here on the floor, makes a pretty good weapon. Like I say, if you hold down tab, it'll kick on your Pip-Boy light, and you'll be able to see a whole lot better. There you go. Black frog brew, dog bowl.
I figure I'd like you to take him out, and I'll come get the meat so that I can mix.
It has 2 heads. I didn't realize it had 2 heads.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
Pretty much everything you encounter is going to have at least one extra face.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's Fallout. Because it's either giant or it has extra faces.
And if you get too much radiation, you'll start getting some mutations.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Some of them are actually beneficial. There's a couple of them that work out pretty good. All right. So there's in the bottom corner here. There was the exercise room. I think you've spotted that. Make sure you check the ice machines. They usually have things in them as well.
Contaminated. Assistance required. Automated warning to all.
I bet some new clothes off the guy. Like them.
There you go.
Evacuate civilians and take down those super.
Yeah, I like
Once they're
them.
dealt with, you'll have to
Yeah.
visit the server again.
Go talk to the guy, the robot guy.
It
and somebody completed the event.
Yeah.
And since we were here when the event went off, you'll see you're gonna get some Rad-X and some other rewards and some caps,
Alright, yeah.
which was funny because that was actually enough to level me. I just hit level 49. I've gotta level up. So each time you level, you have perk points available to you. And so if you haven't taken care of that, I can walk you through it because there are a couple of important things to know when it comes to it.
And a little luck, you'll do just fine.
I am thirsty again.
Alright, I have to go. Dinner's up. Am I safe here?
Yeah, basically, if you log out here, when you log back in, you'll always log in at the edge of the activity zone. So you'll show up at the edge of town here.
Okay.
If you don't want to show up at the edge of town here, just hit M on the map, select my camp, and fast travel to my camp. And so if you log back in, even if I'm not here, you'll log in there where my camp location was instead of right here in town.
Do I find? Oh, there. Hawkeye's. That's Hawkeye's.
Yep, and mine is south of Hawkeye's. All right, well, enjoy your dinner. I definitely enjoyed mine. Tried a new Chinese restaurant tonight, and
Was it
I
good?
got to say, yeah, it was very well done. Yep.
Very cool. And see you next week. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
See ya.
See ya.
have fun. All right, Hawk. Let's see, you are level 13. Where's someplace scary I can take you? You got a power armor frame, right? Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were going too, Bunny.
Equipment contaminated. Assistance
Oh, he
required.
can follow you around for a little bit.
All right, cool. Well, in that case, I'm gonna pull out my sharp and pointy and go get in the face of a few ghouls up the hill here.
And I just like following you around and looting stuff.
Well, actually, there's a couple of places I can take you that are really handy to know. They'll get you a little bit of fighting and a little bit of experience, but more importantly, they've got some resources that are really handy to be aware of. So, here's the Red Rocket gas station. It's going to have a few ghouls, but the Red Rocket will always have a storage box.
Okay.
So you can access your stuff if you don't have a base down.
I was dropping stuff in that stash box I found.
Yeah. And as we head in this direction, we come to the big branch of the river, and there are farmhouses and stuff along it, as well as a couple of locations where the power armor frames tend to appear. So.
I hope we could find her one. That'd be kind of cool.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping too. Alright, so we're coming up on a group of farmhouses. Kill my light and hit a crouch. Because you never quite know who's home.
Yeah, this sometimes is frequented by super mutants.
Oh my god.
Have you dealt with them yet?
No. Scary.
Yeah. You'll know it's them because they're mutants and they're super.
How many heads do they have?
They've only got one, but it's really big.
Yeah. They're kind of lumbering dumb brutes.
Alright. So this is the Silva Farmstead. The Silva Farmstead, the garage isn't accessible, but the house is. and there's a barn up the hill behind it that's usually pretty good for loot. Across the road here, usually there will be someone or something in residence in that destroyed house, and usually we'll have some sort of company waiting for us here inside the Silva homestead. So that's the biggest reason why I brought you here to Silva, is because corn is best used to make corn soup as opposed to eating it raw. Eating it raw, you might get parasites or some other illness from it. But with boiled water, you make corn soup, and it's not the greatest stuff, but it'll feed you and hydrate you when the chips are down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Razor grain soup will too.
Yep. And then up the hill here, we've got a little barn, and usually this is a pretty good spot to get some duct tape and Wonder Glue and stuff like that.
Just to let you know, there's no power armor over here.
No.
Damn.
The chlorine is fertilizer. What else we got here? Some duct tape over here in this little tool caddy. Duct tape, of course, is adhesive. And there'll be something in the tool chest there, I'm sure.
Oh,
So like I say,
sorry.
this barn is one of those that's usually pretty handy for collecting up some good bits and bobs.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times the metal box that's in the corner here will have stim packs in it, so that's also a good thing to know.
Is that a... Oh no, I thought that was aluminum.
And this arch right here is a decontamination arch, and if you have one of these and it's powered up, basically it removes all your rads. But this one's not powered, so it does nothing for us, but
I wish it did.
yeah, really.
Cool.
All right. And this building right down here is a very important building to know. This guy right here. Usually it'll have like 3 rad roaches that'll jump you when you first go in. But there's some wood piles out front here, so it's a handy source to get yourself some wood.
Okay.
And of course there's usually 2 or 3 rad roaches protecting it, so that's lunch. So you get your cooking firewood and your lunch all in one shot. And then over here, this is a power armor frame. You probably saw I've got one of these in my base.
Yep.
When you come across one of these, usually it indicates it's a spot that suits a power armor spawn. So for instance, if you were playing by yourself, you could log out right now and then log back in a couple times, and odds are you'd find a partial suit of power armor here.
All right.
But it's got 2 weapon benches in here, and usually these shelves right here will have ammo, like gears, and usually it's a pretty good haul. Somebody's obviously been through here real recently. But like I say, this particular building is the one you really want to bear in mind when you come, because it's usually a good pile of loot, some food from the rad roaches, and possibly power armor.
Cool.
Well, the Lewis place, if this one doesn't have it, it seems like they usually do.
Yep.